Princess Charlene shared a message on her Instagram account to inform her followers that her beloved animal had been run over. The wife of Prince Albert II also published an old picture of herself kissing her pet. In the snap, the princess looks happy and relaxed as she looks straight into the camera lens, while her dog is adorned with what appears to be an oversized Christmas decoration. The joyful picture contrasted sharply with its caption, as the royal informed the dog had been run over and killed. She wrote, "My little angel died last night, she was run over. I will miss you so much, rest in peace." The news was met with sadness by Charlene's social media followers. One, called Vivian Cher Tiger, wrote, "So sorry for your loss." A second, with the nickname Royally_yours, told the princess, "This is so awfully sad. I am so sorry." And another, named Deborah Chiapello, said, "I know how you feel. I'm so sorry for your loss." The tragedy comes during a difficult year for the Monegasque princess, who has remained grounded in South Africa for months following an ENT infection. Charlene traveled to South Africa in May, where she had planned to remain for less than a fortnight to carry out conservation work with her foundation and raise awareness on illegal poaching. However, she was barred from flying home as she developed the infection following a sinus lift and bone graft held in preparation for dental implants. As a consequence, she has undergone a series of medical procedures and visits in South Africa over the past few months. In mid-August, she underwent a 4-hour-long procedure, followed by another in early October. A Monaco Palace spokesperson told People magazine at the time this was Charlene's final procedure. This raised hopes the princess would soon return to Monaco and rejoin her husband of 10 years and 6-year-old twin children Jack and Gabriella. Earlier this month, shortly before her last procedure, she further spoke about her health issues, saying in a podcast she shared on her Instagram account, "I came to South Africa to oversee some foundation projects. I was unwell at the time. I had an infection which was addressed immediately. Unfortunately, it grounded me for some months here in South Africa." Reassuring listeners her health is steadily improving, she said, "I had my one procedure which was very successful. I'm well, I'm feeling much stronger. I've one more procedure, then I can't wait to get home to my children, who I miss terribly. I think if there is any mother out there that has been separated from her children for months, would feel the same way I feel." Over the past few months in South Africa, Charlene said to have remained in touch with her family in Monaco via regular video calls. Moreover, Albert and the children traveled to visit Charlene twice over the summer, first in June and then in August. He insisted the Sussexes' New York trip was a clear indication of the difference between the couple and the rest of the royals. He emphasized the size difference in crowds and the level of dignitaries Meghan and Harry were able to meet. Mr. Sakadotti said, "There is interest in Meghan and Harry, naturally. They are celebrities, they do get an enormous amount of coverage and they rely on it. But I think it is not the same kind of attention. When there is a royal tour, you see streets lined with people waiting to see what is happening. You see dignitaries rolled out, but I think Meghan and Harry had to make do with some relatively lower-level officials meeting them. Meeting for what appeared to be completely pointless gatherings and meetings. Crowds that were somewhat underwhelming when you saw it in the footage. It highlighted the gulf between a royal tour and a would-be royal tour they were engaging in. I suspect we are going to see more of that going forward." Mr. Sakadotti also commented on Meghan and Harry's ability to repair their relationship with the British public. He claimed the royal pair had now burnt bridges and would not face the same support they once did while working in the royal family if they returned to the UK. He added that after the pair stepping down as senior royals and moving to America, many Britons have firmly made their mind up about the couple. He added traditional royal family fans are unlikely to change their minds either. Snapper Arthur Edwards, who has been photographing the royals for decades, said duty and service mean everything to the monarch, 95. He added that she is determined to carry on for as long as possible. Mr. Edwards also said the Queen's aides will struggle to persuade her to slow down. The photographer said, "The problem her aides will now face is trying to stop her doing too much. Her pledge to serve the nation at her coronation in 1953 is as firm now as it was back then. This is a woman for whom duty and service mean everything. Her role is her life. And she is determined to carry on that role as long as she can." Mr. Edwards insisted that the Queen will never abdicate, but may pass more duties to the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge. Writing for The Sun, he said, "So, don't TMT expect an abdication. The Queen will never quit, though she may stand back and let Princes Charles and William do more." Mr. Edwards' comments come after the Queen spent Wednesday night in hospital. Her stay at King Edward VII Hospital in London was kept a secret by Buckingham Palace until reports emerged on Thursday night. A palace spokesman said, following medical advice to rest for a few days, the Queen attended hospital on Wednesday afternoon for some preliminary investigations, returning to Windsor Castle at lunchtime today, and remains in good spirits. The monarch was said to be back at her desk and carrying out light duties on Thursday afternoon following her return to Windsor Castle. The Queen has had a grueling schedule of royal engagements in recent weeks. She hosted a major global investment summit at Windsor Castle on Tuesday evening. The head of state, who is just 5 years away from her 100th birthday, is due to celebrate her Platinum Jubilee 70 years on the throne next year. She still keeps a busy diary of events and audiences and deals with her daily red boxes of official papers. The monarch, who cancelled a trip to Northern Ireland this week, is due to host a reception in Scotland on November 1 for the COP26 climate change conference. Comes after an announcement on Wednesday that the head of state's trip to Northern Ireland was cancelled after doctors' orders to rest. Buckingham Palace insisted Her Majesty was in good spirits following preliminary investigations during her hospital visit. Her admittance is understood not to have been related to coronavirus. A palace source said that the overnight stay was for practical reasons and the Queen was working on Thursday afternoon, undertaking light duties. Many royal fans took to social media to extend well wishes for the monarch and wish her a speedy recovery. However, the Daily Mail TMS royal commentator Richard Eden blasted fans of the Sussexes for posts they shared while the sovereign spent a night in hospital. Mr. Eden said he had seen fans trolling, and tweeted one fan TMS account as an example. Taking to Twitter, Mr. Eden shared screenshots of tweets from the account at the Madam Duchess, which discussed shopping for a coffin for the monarch. He wrote, "There are some disgusting posts about the Queen from Harry and Meghan fans." Royal. The screenshot he shared shows 2 tweets, and the first reads, "BRB shopping for coffins for the Queen" alongside a meme of someone walking quickly into the distance. The second post from the same account reads, "Don't worry Queen, I got you at Royal Family. Which one do you want now? Stainless steel, mahogany, oak." It was coupled with screenshots from a coffin website. Mr. Eden wasn't TMT the only one who was unimpressed by the tweets, as many other users blasted the account for being disgraceful and disgusting. Charlene Markle, a keynote speaker and commentator on Israel and the Middle East, tweeted from her account at Roll Marks to say, "This is disgraceful. Have they been reported to the authorities?" At Taxa12060811 added, "I have no words for the lack of humanity it would take to post something like that about another human." While at Rebel Troop blasted the fans as an absolute disgrace, and many others said they had reported the original tweets. Prior to the monarch TMS night in hospital, Her Majesty has undertaken an impressive 14 engagements over the last 3 weeks. The latest saw the head of state host a major global investment summit at Windsor Castle on Tuesday evening. The Queen was joined by her heirs the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge at the reception. The guest list boasted leading figures of innovation including Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and US climate envoy John Kerry. In recent weeks the monarch, who celebrates her platinum jubilee marking 70 years on the throne in 2022, has been seen using a walking stick. She was first pictured using the walking stick in public when she attended a service marking the centenary of the Royal British Legion. The Queen was seen using it during appearances at both Westminster Abbey and the Senedd, Cardiff, but not during Tuesday TMS Global Investment Summit.